You know that feeling when your alarm goes off and you've already been awake for 2 hours? Or when it's 3 p.m. and you're literally falling asleep at your desk, despite having 3 cups of coffee? Yeah, me too. And I used to think being tired all the time was just part of being an adult. Turns out I was dead wrong. If you're watching this video, chances are you're probably exhausted right now. And you're not alone. According to the Sleep Foundation, 35% of adults report poor or only fair sleep quality. And here's the kicker. 50% of people feel sleepy during the day between 3 to 7 days per week. That's literally half of us walking around like zombies. But here's what blew my mind: being tired isn't normal. And it's definitely not inevitable. Let's start with the elephant in the room. That glowing rectangle we're all addicted to. How many of you are watching this on your phone right now? Don't worry, I'm not judging. But here's something that'll make you think twice about your bedtime scrolling habit. Harvard Medical School published a study showing that blue light exposure before bed doesn't just keep you awake. It literally hijacks your brain's sleep chemistry. The blue light suppresses melatonin production by up to 50%. That's like trying to fall asleep with a spotlight pointed at your face. But here's the part that really got me. It's not just about falling asleep. A study from the University of California found that people who used their phones within an hour of bedtime had 23% less REM sleep. REM is when your brain literally cleans house, clearing out toxins and consolidating memories. Skip this and you wake up, feeling like your brain is running on dial-up internet. Now, let's talk about something I was totally guilty of: using sugar as fuel. Picture this. It's 2 p.m., you're crashing, so you grab a candy bar or a sugary coffee drink. Feels like a quick fix, right? Wrong. Research from Columbia University shows that high sugar intake causes blood glucose to spike rapidly, followed by an equally dramatic crash. During this crash, your cortisol levels shoot up as your body panics about the sudden drop in energy. The result? You feel more tired than before you ate the sugar. Here's the crazy part. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who ate high glycemic foods were 40% more likely to experience afternoon fatigue, compared to those who ate low glycemic foods. Your afternoon energy crash isn't just hunger. It's literally a chemical reaction happening in your body. Speaking of chemical reactions, let's talk about coffee. I used to drink 4 cups a day, thinking it was keeping me functional. Turns out I was creating my own exhaustion cycle. Caffeine blocks adenosine receptors in your brain. Adenosine is what makes you feel tired. It builds up throughout the day. Coffee doesn't eliminate adenosine, it just blocks the signal. So when the caffeine wears off, all that built-up adenosine hits you at once. It's like damming a river. Eventually, the water has to go somewhere. The Mayo Clinic found that people who consume more than 400 milligrams of caffeine daily experience disrupted sleep patterns even when they stop drinking coffee 6 hours before bedtime. Your morning coffee is literally stealing sleep from your future self. But here's the mythbuster: moderate caffeine consumption isn't the enemy. A study from Johns Hopkins found that 1 to 2 cups of coffee consumed before 2 p.m. can actually improve cognitive function without significantly impacting sleep quality. The key is timing and moderation. Here's something counterintuitive that changed my entire perspective on tiredness. Sometimes we're tired because we're not moving enough. I know. When you're exhausted, the last thing you want to do is exercise. But hear me out. The University of Georgia conducted a fascinating study. They took sedentary people who complained of persistent fatigue and divided them into 3 groups. One did nothing, one did moderate cardio, and one did light cardio. The results were shocking. Both exercise groups reported increased energy levels, but the light exercise group saw a 65% improvement in fatigue levels, compared to just 49% in the moderate exercise group. The reason? Light exercise increases blood flow and oxygen delivery to your tissues without overstressing your body. It's like giving your cellular engines a gentle tune-up instead of redlining them. Now here's where it gets really interesting. You might think you're getting enough sleep, but quantity isn't the same as quality. The National Sleep Foundation found that 68% of people who sleep 7 to 9 hours still wake up tired. The problem isn't how long you're sleeping. It's how well you're sleeping. Sleep happens in cycles, and each cycle has different stages. Deep sleep is when your body repairs tissue and consolidates memories. If you're constantly waking up during deep sleep, whether from noise, light, or stress, you'll feel tired no matter how many hours you log. Room temperature plays a huge role here. Research from the Sleep Foundation shows that the optimal sleep temperature is between 65 to 68 Fahrenheit. Even a 2-degree difference can reduce deep sleep by up to 15%. Your thermostat might be sabotaging your energy levels. Let's dive into something most people overlook: micronutrient deficiencies. Iron deficiency affects 25% of the global population, and fatigue is the #1 symptom. But here's what's sneaky about iron deficiency. You can have normal hemoglobin levels and still be functionally iron deficient. Vitamin D is another silent energy thief. A study from the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that vitamin D deficiency was present in 78% of people with chronic fatigue. The connection? Vitamin D receptors are found throughout your brain, including areas that regulate sleep and energy. But the real kicker is B12. Even slight B12 deficiency can cause massive fatigue, and it's more common than you think. Vegetarians, people over 50, and anyone taking certain medications are at higher risk. A study from Tufts University found that 40% of people have borderline low B12 levels. Here's something that hit close to home for me. Chronic stress creates a vicious cycle of exhaustion. When you're stressed, your body produces cortisol. A little cortisol is good. It helps you wake up in the morning. But chronic stress means chronic cortisol elevation. High cortisol disrupts your circadian rhythm, making it harder to fall asleep and reducing sleep quality. Poor sleep increases stress sensitivity, which increases cortisol production. It's like being stuck in a washing machine cycle that never ends. Harvard Medical School published research showing that people with high chronic stress have 40% less deep sleep and take 2.5 times longer to fall asleep. The solution isn't just managing stress, it's breaking the cycle. Here's a simple one that most people miss: mild dehydration. A study from the University of Connecticut found that even 1.5% dehydration, that's losing less than 2% of your body weight in water, caused fatigue, difficulty concentrating, and mood changes. Your blood is 90% water. When you're dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker, making your heart work harder to pump it around your body. That extra work translates to feeling tired. The fix is simple, but most people chronically underdrink water. So here's the thing: being tired all the time isn't normal, and it's not something you just have to accept. It's usually a combination of factors: poor sleep hygiene, blood sugar roller coasters, too much or poorly timed caffeine, lack of movement, nutritional gaps, chronic stress, and simple dehydration. The good news? These are all fixable. Start with one thing. Maybe it's putting your phone down an hour before bed, or taking a 10-minute walk after lunch, or just drinking more water. Small changes compound into big results. Your energy levels are telling you a story about your health. It's time to start listening. What's your biggest energy drain? Drop a comment below. I read every single one, and your experience might help someone else figure out their fatigue puzzle. If this video helped you understand your tiredness better, smash that like button and subscribe for more evidence-based health content. Stay healthy until next time.